Every transformation begins with a single moment. That split second when something inside you finally says, enough. But here's what no one tells you about transformation. Motivation isn't enough. In fact, waiting for motivation might be what's holding you back. I'm Pola, and today we're diving into the real science of transformation. Not the Instagram version, but the messy, powerful truth about how humans actually change. By the end of this video, you'll understand why motivation fails, what actually works, and the exact steps to create lasting change in any area of your life. This isn't about quick fixes. It's about permanent transformation. Section 1, the motivation myth. We've all been there. New Year's Day, Monday morning. After an inspiring movie, motivation hits hard, and we're absolutely certain this time will be different. But motivation is like a weather pattern. It comes and goes regardless of your intentions. Research from the University of London found that motivation is at its weakest precisely when you need it most, when facing obstacles. Here's what successful people understand that others don't. Transformation isn't about feeling motivated. It's about building systems that work even when motivation disappears. 3 years ago, I was at my lowest point. I had failed it. I kept waiting to feel ready to change. But then I discovered something that completely shifted my perspective. Section 2, the transformation formula. After studying hundreds of transformation stories in the latest behavioral science, I've identified 3 elements that create lasting change, and none of them require motivation. Element 1, identity shift. When you say I'm trying to eat better, you're setting yourself up for failure. Compare that to I'm a person who nourishes my body. The first relies on willpower. The second becomes who you are. Person 1. The turning point wasn't when I started going to the gym. It was when I began introducing myself as an athlete. Research from Stanford University shows that people who adopt identity-based habits are 78% more likely to maintain changes long-term. Element 2, micro-actions. B.J. Fogg at Stanford found that tiny actions, what he calls tiny habits, create neurological grooves that make transformation almost automatic. Instead of, I'll work out for an hour, try, I'll put on my workout clothes. Instead of, I'll write a book, try, I'll write 1 sentence. These micro-actions bypass your brain's resistance mechanisms. They're too small to trigger fear or procrastination. Element 3, environmental design. The spaces, people, and digital environments around you either propel or prevent transformation. According to James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, environment is often more powerful than intention. Want to read more? Keep books on your pillow. Want to eat healthier? Make nutritious food more visible than junk food. Want to spend less time on your phone? Create physical distance between you and your device. Section 3, the transformation roadmap. Now let's put this into a simple 4-step system you can apply to any change you want to make. Step 1, engineer your identity. Complete this sentence. I am someone who... The words that follow will shape your actions more than any motivational quote ever could. Choose them intentionally. Step 2, design your environment. Make your desired actions the path of least resistance. If you want to practice guitar, keep it in the center of your living room, not buried in a closet. Step 3, create trigger action pairs. After, I will new tiny action. For example, after I brush my teeth, I will do 1 push-up. Research shows this format increases success rates by over 200%. Step 4, track only consistency, not results. The brain responds to streaks. Create a simple tracking system that focuses on showing up, not on performance. Cross off each day you complete your micro-action. This 4-step system bypasses motivation entirely. It works with your brain's natural tendencies, rather than fighting against them. Section 4, transformation stories. Person 1. I used to wait for motivation to write my book. 3 years passed with nothing to show for it. Then I switched to writing just 50 words every morning after coffee. 8 months later, my book was finished. Person 2. I transformed my relationship by creating 1 simple trigger action pair. After I feel annoyed with my partner, I say 1 thing I appreciate about them. That tiny shift changed everything. Person 3. I changed my identity from someone trying to learn Spanish to I am a Spanish speaker. I put post-it notes with Spanish words all over my house. 2 years later, I'm having conversations in Spanish. These aren't exceptional people with superhuman willpower. They simply understood and applied the principles we've discussed today. Conclusion. Transformation isn't about waiting for the perfect moment of motivation. It's about designing a system that works with your human nature, not against it. So here's my challenge to you. In the comments below, share one identity you're choosing to adopt starting today, the micro action you'll begin with, one environmental change you'll make to support your transformation. I'll be responding personally to help refine your transformation system. Remember, the people who transform their lives aren't the ones with the most motivation. They're the ones who built systems that no longer required motivation. You already have everything you need to begin. Subscribe for more science-backed strategies for lasting change, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into human potential. Until next time, remember, transformation isn't an event. It's a process of becoming who you already are beneath the habits and patterns that no longer serve you.